this tutorial, we will be learning how to establish wire connections. First, we'll open up our panel that we want wired. For this example, we'll use FJB 101. Next, we'll go to the cables folder to find the cable that we want connected to FJB 101. To connect this wire onto our terminal strip, we left-click hold and drag it to the screw head that we want it connected to. The cable connection definition window will open, where we have different properties for our cable. On the left side of the window, we have the name of the cable that we're wiring. Here, we can choose which cable end to connect. Typically, end 1 is your field side and end 2 is your control system side. Here, we have the name of the current panel and terminal strip that we're working with. And lastly, we can choose what terminal we want to start wiring on. On the right side of the window, we have cable set connection details. The first column is sequence number. Here we can change the order of how the cable sets will be connected. The next column is cable set, which has all our cable pairs for our wire. The next column is connection type. This lets you choose how you want your wire pairs to be connected. Currently, our connection type is 2 in a row, meaning that the wires will be landed black and white sequentially for each cable set. Let's say we have a cable pair with 3 wires, a black, white, and shield wire. We can change our connection type to 3 in a row and apply that type to all cable sets. Now, if we were to wire this cable, each pair would be wired black, white, shield in the sequential order. But for this example, we'll change the connection type to 2 in a row because we only want to wire the black and white wires. The last column is for terminal side, where we can choose what side of the terminal we want our cable wired on. Lastly, here is the button for selecting all cable sets. Deselecting it lets you individually choose what cables you want landed. So, if we wanted to land every other cable starting from pair 1, we could. Note, there is no saving needed in the wiring module. All changes made are live. Now that all our properties are correct, we can click connect and the wire will be connected to our junction box. Next, we'll open the report for this panel. To open the report, we'll right-click the junction box, click reports, and we'll see that we have 3 options for reporting. The first report is panel strip with adjacent connections. This report shows the selected junction box strips in the middle of the report, the cables connected to the left and right side of the selected strip, and the cable terminations on the opposite side of the cables. The next 2 are panel strip without adjacent connections, which will only show the connections of your current box. Next, we'll click panel strip with adjacent connections, we'll click yes to print preview, and the preview for our report will open. Here is the wiring report for our junction box. We will check our revision number and then print. There are 2 options for printing. Print will print one report, whereas print all will print all the reports selected for preview.